What's up, YouTube? Capital G here, D and Dual Commentary. We have, I'm just going to pronounce that as Crimson 41, 596 versus Kind of Lethal. I've been watching Kind of Lethal play, a bunch of games. 465, he plays Evilswarm, or at least that's what I assume he's playing in this match. He's going up against Cleese. This matchup is interesting because I think Evilswarm kind of like have to, like, when I was playing the deck, they were running, no one else was playing it. I was running wiretaps. I think Evilswarm are forced to run, Niskel Space Typhoon now. And usually what Evilswarm like to do in this position, they like to make, Ragnar Zero. But unfortunately, he isn't able to pendulum. And there it is. Almost exactly what I was talking about. The switch from wiretap to MST. You see it just because of Cleese and shit like that. And looks like he's going to activate the effects. He takes Pandemic instead of Infection. Attacks. And keep in mind, he can't pendulum when he does that. So, the only thing that Crimson can really do, like when an Evilswarm player does this, the only thing you can really do against it is, you just have to like normal summon and sacrifice your monster and just hope that they don't make Ragnar Zero, because usually if they make Ragnar Zero, you just lose. As long as they have a material in that Ophion, you're just gonna get wrecked. Because you can't pendulum, so all your scouts can do is just hope that they hold down the fort. Like, realistically, that is all they do. Because there's no way for you to special. I guess he's gonna try and pendulum anyway. I'm totally surprised that he did that. I cannot comprehend. I mean, maybe Crimson is new. The way that I look at the game right now, there isn't, like, you may have bad players or players who are inexperienced, but there's really no bad decks. So, you know, even if Crimson doesn't know a ton about Cleese and how they work, he's still playing a tier 1 deck. He's still playing maybe the best deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! So he went for Monolith. Not what I would have done, because he's now realizing he can't pendulum. And he's just getting beat down now. Now, if Kind of Lethal if he has any, like, real back row, like D-Prison, you know, it could be a long day for Crimson. Because if he has a D-Prison, he's probably baiting him to try and attack him. And if this is, okay, so it's Infestation, Pandemic. I was thinking if he had Infection, he could just chain Pandemic and then chain Infection, or, I mean, do the opposite of whatever wasn't targeted, basically, to tag this back out, to just either add it to his hand or to get, you know, like Heliotrope, because it has a big attack. But, alright, so he goes for Sacrifice. Here's the problem. He needed to do this last turn. He really did. Because, okay, so I wonder if he has like a bottomless. Alright, so he compulses, and that should wrap up this game, unless he has a Regeki or something. Basically, he just didn't want him to be able to summon. So, at this point, I think you just attack and you ignore the possible skill drains and vanities that are face down. I don't even know if I would have detached, honestly. I think I just would have attacked. I would have said, you don't play reactive traps. And apparently that was game 2. Okay, so looks like Evilswarm get on the board. See, the rating doesn't necessarily matter. Sometimes it's the power of the deck. And once again, Evilswarms are going second. Yeah, if I'm playing Evilswarm in this match, I think that I'm siding in crazy quick play, Spell and Trap Destruction. 3 Twisters. I'm playing 3 Twisters. The MSTs are already in the main deck. And then maybe I might play 3, see, I don't even know if Mistake is too slow. Like, if I would play Mistake, or if I just would rather have, would I want to go Mistake, or would I rather just have like, Fairy Wind? So, it looks like, Crimson went crazy with the back row. you have to figure with that many back row, at least one card is live. I mean, he may have that, what's that card? Soul Transparency? I think that's what the card is. I'm gonna have a discussion on that too. I'm not totally sure about how I feel about that card. Like, it seems good in certain situations, like especially if you go first with it, it seems really good because unless your opponent uses Night Beam on it, like, you're gonna resolve that shit. Even if they blind MST it. So there's Vanities again. And he may just get floodgated, you know. I don't know how many times you dodge bullets. You see that he goes after Sacrifice, which means Vanities would die. Sounds like he did exactly what I assumed he would with nothing but Twisters and MSTs. You know, Twisters, MSTs. I can't think of anything else that would be able to answer traps that are face up. Possibly, if you really want to go hard, Typhoon. Because if you go second, you assume your opponent's going to have Scout. So you can use it from the hand. If they have another, like if they have face downs, you can just use it from the hand. I've seen some players do that, but it has to be certain you're going second. Otherwise, the card is eh. He opts the MST. Wait a minute. Did he just try and... What on earth just happened? Because I don't understand. He MST the Twister? For what reason? Is this an MST negate moment? Like, what just happened there? Because I don't understand. Anyways, Ophion is summoned. If this Ophion is able to hit the deck, especially protect itself with that card there, this could be a problem. And you just would have assumed that he would have saved that for like that card that he's gonna set. I literally don't understand why Crimson did anything that he did. Now here's the thing: if he would have had that Soul Authority card or Soul Transparency, I forget what it is, he would have totally been able to bounce the Ophion back. He just would have been like, oh, you attack my carrier, bounce Ophion back to the field, draw 2. So, I don't know, it seems like a card that works in certain situations. So he gets himself another carrier. I assume he has a Sacrifice and he has like no monsters. Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's just gonna... At this point, if you didn't have any monsters, it'd have been way better to just take a direct attack to the face. Oh Lord, what a top deck. What a top deck. That couldn't, I mean, it literally just couldn't have gotten any better. Because now he can just bring out another Ophion and he pretty much can do whatever he fucking wants with Ophion number 2. And yes, Snatch Steal. Yeah, that's alright. So then if he had the Snatch Steal, it basically meant it didn't matter if it really didn't matter if Crimson had Sacrifice. If he actually played it right, it wasn't gonna happen. Unless he has Malevolent Catastrophe, which still wouldn't win him the game. In fact, all it would do is blow his own Scout up. Okay, so he has Mystical Space Typhoon. That's cool. So he won't technically get gamed. He won't get gamed, and that's always important. He Book of Moons it, which, if you don't know, he totally keeps that, by the way. And I don't even think that he cares. He just wants to get the damage in. But if you Book of Moon a Snatch Steal monster, that shit becomes yours permanently. Even if he was at almost 8,000, he still had Cowboy, and I don't know. And maybe it's Crimson's first time playing Cleaves, but that match could not have went worse for him. The turn 1 Ophion, he was never able to fight back once he had Ophion. Usually, Evilswarm players will make Ragnar 0 to crack the Sacrifice plays, but he didn't even have to. So, thank you guys for watching as always.